Hello and welcome to my office at number 1 Harley Street in London. My name is James Taylor and I'm just a between clients at the moment, so I thought I'd do this recording, this hypnotherapy recording, so you guys can listen to it, have the benefit of it, be able to play it again and again and again whenever you like, and hopefully it's going to help you get some focus and some direction and some speed behind your goals and your objectives and your achievements, and you'll go on to fantastic success. If you do, let me know. I'll be really interested in hearing about it. Now, I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, and that's where you're watching it from at the moment. But in the Facebook link, in the top right hand corner of the screen, or the Facebook link, you'll see 3 small dots. If you press them, you can save this video to your saved features within Facebook itself. So that'll save you having to find it and wonder where we're going back from. So there's a few noises around. There's other people in Harley Street today, so you may hear floorboards creaking, and the window is just to my right, and it's depending on right or left, whichever way this video is going to do it, but the window's over there anyway, so sometimes you hear the cars going past, maybe a few emergency service vehicles or a beeping of a horn. Now, I'm going to be treating this just as if you were with me in Harley Street in one of the chairs that the client normally sits at. So the only thing that I've got to ask you to do is give yourself some time and some space where you're not going to be disturbed for a period. Now, you'll know how long that is by the length of this video. Also ask that you just give yourself some time to relax, time for you, and that you're not going to be listening to this or watching this if you're going to be driving or operating some machinery, either during or shortly after, just because you're going to be in a very relaxed state. So that's my only guidelines and rules regarding this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the screen that you see to a more a nicer picture instead of my face really. So that's what I'll do, and all you need to do is relax. Alright, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, get yourself comfortable. If you are listening to this on a phone, don't be holding the phone when you're listening to it. Have the phone to one side with maybe headphones in. If you're listening to it on a tablet or a laptop, if you can, try not to have it resting on your lap. I want your hands to be resting on your lap and your tablet or your computer just to one side, just so it can be out the way and you've just got some headphones in. Alright, so that being said, my face is going to disappear from the screen, and I'll put a nice landscape type view up there, and you're not going to see it anyway because your eyes are going to be closed. Alright, so for the time being, let's get started. I'm just going to speak to you just as if, as I said before, you were sitting in my treatment rooms at Harley Street. You may hear other noises that are at my end, just because of the microphone that I'm using. You may hear the traffic outside or people walking around, and that's fine. Now, this shouldn't disturb you. In fact, it may even help you relax even more. Just outside noises, you can just block them out and they don't really matter, and that's perfectly fine. But for the time being, what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes down. Just take a nice deep breath. Take a nice deep breath. Just notice your chest just rises, and hold it for a second or two. And as you breathe out, making it like a sigh of relief, like a sigh of relief, just blowing out. And what you're going to do is just let yourself do that again. So take a nice deep breath in, hold it, and then just blow out and let it go. And as you're doing that, just let your eyes just close down. Just let your eyes just close down. Now what I'd like you to do is just listen to my voice. Any of the noises that you hear in the background, you can just disregard and they won't matter whatsoever. But just let yourself just listen to my voice. Now what I'd like you to do is just pick a hand, either left or right, it really doesn't matter, and hold that hand in a clenched fist as tight as you can, as if you were going to punch something. And hold it and tight and tight, and feel all the muscles all rigid in your hand, very, very rigid. And then just let your hand just relax. Let your hand just relax. And let your hand relax in such a way that it's the complete opposite of what it was before. So whereas before it was so tense, now it's so relaxed. And I'd like you, if you can, if it's okay with you, to relax your hands so much that it just doesn't work. Now of course it will if you wanted to, but I'd like you to hold on to the thought of relaxing your hands so much that it's just too much effort to get it to work. It's just too much hassle. And it's easier just to let it go very limp and very heavy and very still. Now as your hand is just resting there, resting on your lap, resting on the arm of the sofa, wherever it may be, wherever you are, holding on to that level of relaxation that you've got in your hand right now, what I'd like you to do is transfer that level of relaxation to your eyes. And just think about all the tiny muscles that are around your eyes. Think about them, relaxing them, letting go, becoming softer and more gentle. And all the muscles around your eyebrows, just letting them go as well. And relax them to the point, just like your hand, that it's so calm and so peaceful and so easy just to keep them gently closed, because they're not needed right now, and you don't need them right now either. And just begin to let your eyes just become so relaxed. You can let that level of relaxation just begin to spread out around your face. So across your forehead, down across your cheeks, your jawline, just letting your teeth just part a little bit, just so you can breathe out a little bit easier. And wherever you are right now, just letting your head just rest back and become limp and heavy. And just taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just blowing any tension away. Now thoughts may come and thoughts may go as we're doing this, but you can just let them come and just let them go and just blow them away. Now what I'd like you to do, if you can, is imagine yourself standing in front of a whiteboard with a marker pen, whichever colour of your choice, in your dominant hand. Now in front of the whiteboard, I'd like you to write the number 300. And what I'd like you to do is, and I'm going to guide you at the pace of this, I'd like you to start writing a number, then erasing it with the other hand, and writing down the next number that we're going to get to. So you'll get into this as I explain it. So as your facial muscles are just relaxed and where you are, just put the number 300 on the whiteboard. You just see the number, make it clear on the screen of your mind, and then just erase it. Take a deep breath, breathe out, and write the number 299. Erase it. 298. Erase that. 297. And then just carry on, and I'll just guide you with the next few numbers. Just 296, 295, 294, 293. And you just carry on at your own space, in your own time. And it doesn't really matter if you lose count. You can just carry on there or thereabouts, and that'll be the right place. And while your mind is doing that, your body can just begin to relax more and more. So your neck and your shoulders can just begin to sag and become limp and heavy. Moving down into your arms, all the muscles just beginning to switch off and relax, become comfortable, very still and peaceful. They're not needed right now. Your back and your chest, And wherever you are right now, wherever you're resting on, leaning on, sitting on, it's just supporting you more and more. It's very calm, very gentle. Down into your legs, your arms, your wrists and your ankles, your fingers and your toes. And as your body begins to relax, so your mind can begin to relax. And you can go deep and deep down into that inner you, that inner world, wherever that may be. Just letting yourself relax more and more with each passing breath. Now you can listen in if you want to, but I'm actually going to be dealing directly with your unconscious mind, the higher functioning part of you. And most clients I have just like to take the opportunity to rest and just take some time out of their busy day and their busy schedule just to relax, give themselves a well-earned break while I work with the other part of their mind. Well, if you'd like to do that, that's perfectly fine. If you'd like to listen in, that's fine as well. Whichever you prefer. You're in charge, you're in control completely. Taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just let a wave of relaxation just pass from your head all the way down to your feet. All the way down. Almost as if, like butter melting in a pan, all the muscles can just begin to switch off and melt and dissolve. All the tension can just float away. Now as you just count back in your mind, I just like to tell you a story. It's a true story. Many, many years ago, there was a race, a very important race. And in this race, there were hundreds of thousands, if not millions of competitors. And there's a problem with this race, because the route of the race was not known, and neither was the finish line. Which caused, as you can probably imagine, some problem for the competitors of the race, because they didn't know if they should speed up and get to the front, or do they need to pace themselves and reserve their energy. Well, the race began, and it was hard from the start. So many competitors crashing into each other, trying to compete. And it was very evident that from very early on, some of the competitors just should not have been in that race. They were not fit enough. They didn't have what it took. And they fell by the wayside. And as the race continued, the field thinned out. There was twists and turns and highs and lows, bottlenecks, and places where they could go faster. And the field thinned out even more, until there was just a lead pack. Now normally this race was only won by one, sometimes it was shared. But as the competitors headed toward the finish line of this particular race, it now seemed life or death, and only the very, very best could win that race. You had to be a winner in every regard to win that race. Nothing but the very best would be good enough. And when that race was won, there was another catch. And this catch was that the winner of the race had to go on another journey immediately, without rest, without warning. And this was perhaps the most dangerous part, because if they didn't succeed at this part, the penalty was death. Now, this is a race that you've already been in, and you have won. This was a race that you were in when you were nothing but a sperm swimming towards the edge. And you beat potentially millions to be here. You had to be a winner in every single regard to succeed. Every quality that was needed, you had. Now this was a long time ago, and this was before you had a brain, before you had a body. And now you're bigger, you're wiser, and you're stronger. And that winner did not die the moment you were born. That winner still sits and rests deep within you. Deep within you. It's time for that winner to resurface again. And when you think of what you've achieved, I don't know how many football stadiums would need to be filled so I could visually see what millions of people look like. I wonder if that's something that you can figure out. How many football stadiums would need to be filled to make up the possible number, the potential number of competitors that you were up against all them years ago, before you had a body, before you had a brain, before you won the most important race of your life. And you did win it. Now when it comes to what you can achieve now, there is nothing, practically nothing that you cannot achieve, because you have the ability. So as you just rest, and I'm going to speak directly to your unconscious mind, it'll become very open and very suggestible to my instructions, whereas it won't be hindered in any way. Able to work better and faster and more powerful. You can even imagine. What I'd like you to do is just imagine yourself just walking along a beach on a sunny day. Perhaps it's your own private island. Perhaps it's a place you've been to before. Perhaps it's a place you'd like to go to. But this beach has golden sand, bluest of skies, not too hot, not too cold, just perfect. And the sand you can feel shifting gently under your feet as you walk along the beach, very lazily, casually. You may be barefooted, you may decide to wear sandals or flip-flops, whatever you decide. And the sky is so blue, it's so difficult to see where the sky and the sea meet. You can smell the sea air, feel a gentle breeze on your skin. And far, far away, you can hear distant seabirds just flying on the wind. And as you walk lazily along the beach, I'd like you just to visualise, imagine and see and feel and sense, just making your way gently to the shore. And watching the water gently coming up on the beach, lapping up and feeling a trail of wet sand as it recedes. You notice that sand is darker, it's firmer. And as you look out across the blue-green ocean, small sparkles of sunlight just dancing on the waves. It's very calm, it's very peaceful, it's very gentle. No one needs anything from you right now. You can just rest and recharge your batteries. And this is your time just for you. And what I'd like you to do is just imagine that this version of you just walking on the beach just walks up to lazily to a palm tree that's just there. on either side, just to sit underneath the palm tree, just for a few moments, just in the shade. Just to rest your back against its bark. Just get out the sun just for a little bit. And as you rest against the tree, your eyes become heavier and you drift off into a nice gentle sleep. And during that sleep, you have a dream. And the dream is of you walking up the side of the hill, a grassy hill, on a hot summer's day. And you notice on your back, you're carrying a heavy backpack. A heavy backpack. As a part of you wonders what's inside this backpack that's making it so heavy. You can feel it sticking to your back. It's hot, it's sweaty. And just pausing on the side of this hill just for a moment, just to look around and look at the countryside. How everything looks so small. Little cars in the distance. Sheep in the distance. Trees look like little pieces of broccoli. And the houses look like the ones on the Monopoly board. So small. And then turning yourself back towards the hill, you begin to walk up further and further. But as the bag digs into your shoulders, you need to get rid of this burden quite soon. Make your way up the hill. Higher and higher. Finding the energy, finding the strength. And then just before you get to the top of the hill, just pause and one more time just to catch your breath. And looking around one more time at the surrounding countryside. I know everything is really small, really tiny. And where you started out was far, far away. A part of you just, this unknown, strange urge just to get to the top of this hill because there's something there for you. And turning yourself around, just walking the last stretch up the hill. And when you arrive at the top, you notice a large red hot air balloon tethered by a big peg in the ground. And as you take the backpack off and just let it fall to the floor at your feet, you can just notice this red hot air balloon with its wicker basket underneath. There's no one else around. It's just swaying gently in the breeze, tugging gently at the rope that's just holding it to the ground. And you find yourself just having this overwhelming curiosity just to see what has been in this bag that you've carried up the hill. What has been weighing you down, what has been digging into your shoulders, what has been uncomfortable. Just allowing yourself just to catch your breath. Just open up the backpack and you see inside all these small brown boxes. These small brown boxes, and as you look carefully and closer, you notice that when you pick them up and twist and turn them, so they have writing on them. And picking the boxes up and turning them over in your hand so you can read the writing. There's words such as fear, procrastination, doubt, worry, insecurities, these boxes. And you realise that all the things that have been holding you back are within these boxes right now. And all the boxes are labelled, so you can see what they contain. This bag is filled with all these boxes, all different shapes and sizes. And what I'd like you to do, you can, is pick up some of the brown boxes and begin throwing them in the wicker basket of the hot air balloon. One by one after another. And as you throw in each box, allow yourself to gain some sadistic pleasure from throwing this away in the wicker basket. Making a decision right here, right now. This is not going to stop you anymore. This is not going to hold you back. How you are going to become the person you've dreamed of. And all these small boxes are nothing but things that have been getting in your way. Things that have been stopping you. Things that some of them maybe have no merit whatsoever. Things from long ago, maybe when you were very young. Whatever they may be. Throwing each one into the bottom of the basket. And perhaps even emptying the backpack upside down, so the boxes fall into the basket of the hot air balloon. And when the backpack is empty, just let it drop to your feet. Take a deep breath, breathe out nice and slow, and relax, and relax. It's excellent. Now what I'd like you to do is make your way over to the peg in the ground that's holding down the hot air balloon. But taking that peg in both hands, finding it surprisingly easy just to pull that peg out of the ground. And as you do, the balloon starts to rise in the air, high above you. And as you look at it, you can see it getting higher and higher, and smaller as it gets further away. And now just looking around the countryside and appreciating how beautiful this view really is. Bluest of skies, trees green, grass rich and golden. Houses so small, so far away, all these different people having all these different experiences, far, far below in the valleys. And taking a deep breath in and just feeling that fresh air just enter your body, filling your lungs, maybe stretching your shoulders, and turning back to look at where the hot air balloon was and seeing it is now far, far away, very small, far, far away, as it takes away all the things that have been stopping you. And a part of you just realises that you don't need to look at that hot air balloon anymore. That has no significance anymore. And just picking up the backpack that's at your feet, that's now empty, and swinging it easily and without effort over your shoulder, just begin to make your way down the hill to start this day fresh, relieved and free. And now just let your mind just drift back to that version of you just sitting under that palm tree on the beach, just rested. Just recharge the batteries. And as they stare and wake from their dream, they can just walk back along the beach the way they came, perhaps following their old footsteps to carry on the rest of their day. And it's almost time for yourself to come back to full awareness. So as I count from 5 to 1, just allowing yourself to come back here to this time and this place. So 5, becoming aware of your body. 4, becoming aware of your surroundings. 3, almost ready to open your eyes, feeling rejuvenated and refreshed. 2, almost there, ready to get on with the rest of the day, feeling positive and powerful and strong, committed and confident. And 1, when you're ready, open your eyes and know that you beat millions to be here. And that's because you're a winner in every regard. My very best wishes to you and your success. This is James Taylor. Bye-bye.